Alright, this is a little video of what I think of RV dealers. We went yesterday back up to the RV dealer where we had originally bought this coach. And we paid too much for this one. We know that now. We didn't know it at the time. And I just thought I'd make a video to tell you a couple things that I found to be very true. Number one, when you walk in, tell them what you want, basically used, new, whatever. If it's a used one, they just got it in, which is a big lie usually, and they're giving you a real good price on it, which is an outright lie. Well, we have this much in it, this is what we have to get. Well, what we did find out is we went down to our local credit union and asked them, because we were thinking maybe trading this in, getting a diesel pusher. This is gas, got a 460 Ford in it. And the diesel pusher was nice. We went up. I took one out for a drive just to try it. And that's, I don't know if that's going to be another video or part of this one. But, regardless, we asked them about it. They gave us a price on it. I told my wife I thought it was a little high. Actually, it turned out to be quite a bit high in price. Went back to the credit union and asked them, you know, we were just checking now. We weren't out to buy. But, you know, just trying to get an idea what it was going to cost us to get exactly what we wanted. Now that we've lived in this for over a month, we know pretty much what we want. This was just a starter home to start with anyhow. See how we liked it. Make sure we liked it. And didn't want to buy anything newer just for the simple reason if we didn't like it, we'd be stuck with it. Well, I should have taken warning first thing. We found the one that we kind of really both liked. I mean, it was a nice RV. It was an older one. It was a 2002 Endeavor, which is one of the, I think, top of the line ones. I mean, it had everything. It was beautiful. Had a few things that needed to be fixed, but they were little minor things. Anyway, we thought, well, I'd never driven a diesel before. Let's take it for a ride and see how it handles and everything, and take it up some hills, see how it does. You know, diesel compared to gas. Well, the thing run like a champ. I mean, it run really good. We went up some twisty, windy roads, up to the top of the hill, and we got up there and I turned it around. It rode like a dream because it had the air suspension on it, and it was really nice, and it was quiet because the diesel's in the back and not up front. Well, we got turned around. I started down the hill, got all the way to the bottom. We came to a T with a stop sign, so I had to stop, and we were going to turn right and take it up on the highway and just really, you know, push a little bit just to see what it would do. Well, it had the 330 cat diesel, and it had a 6-speed Allison transmission behind it. Get down the bottom of the hill, and I go to start out and the thing doesn't want to move. Or it's moving. It's really working to move. And I look down at the shift indicator on it. It's in 4th gear. Nothing I can do to get it out of 4th gear. It's stuck in 4th. So he says, well, instead of going on the highway, which was a right turn, we'll go to the left, which was back to the dealer. We get back to the dealer, and I mean, it had all it could do because it's starting out in 4th gear now. It's not starting in low. Well, I had to wait for traffic both ways, so there was no traffic within a half a mile just to get it out there and get it moving. got back to the dealers with it and parked it. We walked around it a little bit. And then my wife says, hey, there's a puddle underneath the back. So we walked back and look, and here's about 1.5 quarts of transmission fluid right on the ground. Well, they said we're going to send it out and have the transmission rebuilt. Well, yesterday we headed out, going up past the dealers, which is about an hour and a half away, but we were going up beyond that another hour and a half, 2 hours. But we thought we'd stop and see what they'd done, you know, because I kind of wanted to take it out on the highway, just to take one on the highway and see how it was. Well, the thing sat pretty much right where we left it. We asked the guy what the deal was, and he said, our techs are working on it. Well, they don't have anybody there capable of understanding the transmission, let alone fixing it. And the first time they told me they were going to send it out and have it done. So, I don't know what the deal is there. Anyway, we just got in the car and left. But I do not trust them at all. When we bought this thing here, everything was supposed to be alright on it. We found tons of problems, took it back. I will admit they fixed most of it. A couple things they didn't. They said, well, it's too old, we can't do it, and this and that. Well, then you shouldn't have told me to start with that you could. But they did. Anyway, when you go to an RV dealer and you're looking at a used RV, take their word for nothing. Go to your local credit union or bank or whatever and have them, they'll look the price up for you, what it should be going for in tip-top shape. And most of them that we've looked at, used, newer, they've always had some problems. And an RV dealer, when they go to write the thing up for the bank, if you're going to finance it, adds in all the stuff it's supposed to have. When we bought this one, it was supposed to have 2 TVs and only had one in the front, and it was a tube type, so I eliminated that. But I mean, they add in all this little extra stuff to make it more valuable than what it is, so the bank will finance it. Well, I don't know, my opinion of this particular dealer, maybe they're not all the same, but I'll bet you it's like buying the old days, the used car dealers really had a bad name. Well, I understand now how they get it. They tell you whatever you want to hear, and most people don't know, so they take their word for it. Well, that's not going to happen again with us. We know what we want. We know what we're going for. We will find it. We will pay the right price for it. We have to trade in because otherwise I have to sell this one, and I don't want to mess around with that. I'd rather trade it in. No matter what we get for it, we'll trade it in and for a new one. But I would like a decent coach, a diesel pusher, but I'm not going to spend $200,000 for a new one. A used one would be just fine. In fact, when it's used and all the problems that you have when you buy something new like this are all taken care of. Find one that's in decent shape, and that's what we'll buy. Anyway, I just want to make a few people aware of that. Like I said, we had a real bad experience, so we're happy with what we have. We paid too much, like I said, and there's some things that they should have fixed that weren't. But it's our home now, and we're making it our home, and we do like it. So we are happy. Anyway, that's about it for now. I just wanted to get that out there a little bit. I don't want to see anybody else taken advantage of like we were. Not that we were really taken advantage of, but things should have been a lot better. The price should have been cheaper. But anyway, I guess that's going to be it for now. Hope this helps somebody. That's why I'm putting it on here. I'm not putting it on here just to hear myself talk. I'm putting it on there so that maybe it'll help somebody else in the long run. I hope it does. We will catch you later. So be sure and watch. Have Gas Will Travel. And if we get a diesel, I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably keep the same name. Even though it's a diesel, we'll have gas will travel. If you want to subscribe, hope you enjoy the video. We'll catch you later. Bye.